2009. Washington, D.C. A stunning Russian woman grows close to a senior official in the newly elected Obama administration. That official had access to some of America's most sensitive decisions and plans. And this Russian woman had impossible beauty, a magnetic smile, sharp conversation, and a deep understanding of politics. That single suspicion would later spark one of the biggest espionage scandals of the decade. The FBI has always denied any honey trap was involved. But from the day the Bureau put this woman under direct surveillance, the story spread across the world. So the question is, how did one woman, armed with nothing but beauty and the performance of love, manage to slip past one of the most powerful intelligence agencies on Earth year after year? Welcome to Ledger Theory. In today's video, we're laying out the whole story for you, so stick with us until the end. To understand this story, we have to go back to London, 2001, a rave party in Docklands. A 19-year-old Russian girl, eyes searching for something. Her name, Anna Vasilyevna Kushchenko. At that party, she catches the eye of a British man named Alex Chapman. They're drawn to each other instantly. Within a few months, they're deeply in love, then living together. Eventually, they travel to Moscow and get married. Through her marriage to this British man, Anna gets her hands on a British passport. It sounds like an ordinary love story, but later, that passport turns out to be the single most important tool of her entire career. A license to move around the world without raising suspicion. But even after Anna secured her British passport, her relationship with Alex Chapman didn't last. They divorced in 2006. In a later interview, Alex Chapman said, Anna had grown increasingly secretive toward the end of the marriage, disappearing into meetings with Russian friends she never explained. That marriage is where the threads of a new mystery begin. Was it ever really love? Or was it a calculated first move? Anna's father, Vasily Kushchenko, was a senior KGB officer. He also held a high position in Russia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. That background left a deep imprint on the beautiful, sharp-minded Anna. And right here, a pattern begins, one that will keep resurfacing throughout this story. After the wedding, Anna settled in London. She took jobs at institutions like Barclays and NetJets, but her real talent lay elsewhere, building relationships with people. Very quickly, she worked her way into London's elite social circles. Prominent business people, politicians, the wealthy and well-connected. Her networking skill and magnetic personality soon caught the attention of a Russian intelligence officer operating in London. And this is where the biggest turning point of Anna's life happens. Russia's Foreign Intelligence Service, the SVR, recruits her. Though according to analysts, that recruitment may have actually happened even earlier, back in 2000, which means the romance, the marriage, even the British passport, all of it could have been part of an engineered plan from the very start. Was the love real, or was it a strategy from day one? Even Anna herself has never fully answered that. Once the London chapter closes, the story crosses the Atlantic. In 2009, Anna Chapman moved to New York City. She settles into 20 Exchange Place in Manhattan, just one block from Wall Street. She mingles with Manhattan's upper crust, introducing herself as the CEO of a real estate company called Property Finder, LLC. And remember that story we opened with? The rumor about her closeness with that senior Obama administration official in Washington. Journalists were never able to confirm who that official was, when they supposedly met, or what was actually said between them. The FBI has said only one thing on record, that it isn't true. But one thing is undeniable. Not long after that rumor surfaced, the FBI launched a new operation with a target of its own. Anna Chapman. Around this time in New York, a wealthy restaurateur named Michel Vito enters Anna's life. The two fall into a relationship. From the outside, it looked like the life of any successful, stylish, 28-year-old single woman in New York, running a business, going to parties at night, falling in love. But one thing needs to be said clearly here. No court document, no investigation, has ever claimed that Michel Vito had access to classified information. or that Anna extracted anything from him. Investigators later said, plainly, no American documents ever passed through Anna's hands. So the real question becomes, after all these years, all these relationships, what was Anna actually accomplishing? Or did America simply find a clever way to bury its own embarrassment? Maybe the answer isn't about stolen documents at all. Maybe it's something deeper. Anna was building relationships, trust, a network, with people who would one day be the ones shaping America's policies. In the FBI's own words, that was her real mission. Not stealing secrets today, but weaving a web of influence for tomorrow. The man spending his time with Anna, Michel Vito, had no idea who his girlfriend really was, or why she'd really come to this city. But by then, had Anna already gotten her hands on America's most closely guarded secrets? Only Russian intelligence could really answer that. And if no such intelligence had reached Russian hands, why exactly did the FBI launch a quiet war against foreign spies at precisely this moment? That's a question too. The FBI's operation had a name: Operation Ghost Stories. It ran for nearly a decade. Through it, the FBI hunted down sleeper agents operating under Russia's illegals program, spies living for years disguised as ordinary American citizens, quietly gathering critical information. They married, bought homes, had children, all while secretly filing reports back to Moscow. Anna quickly became the prime suspect on that list. How had her reach gone so deep? That was the investigators' biggest question. The FBI kept Anna under direct surveillance for nearly a year. Surveillance footage showed an entirely ordinary woman, shopping for leggings, trying on hats, behaving like any woman who loved to shop. But the FBI discovered something else. At that exact same time, this seemingly carefree, charming woman was setting up a temporary wireless network, sending encrypted messages one after another to a Russian handler, laptop to laptop, with no internet connection at all, just a local signal. FBI understood immediately. No ordinary woman communicates this way. June 26, 2010. The FBI decides it's time to confront Anna directly. They send in an undercover FBI agent posing as a Russian operative. Introducing himself as her Russian handler, the agent meets Anna secretly at a coffee shop in New York. According to court documents, the agent asks her if she's ready for the next step. Without hesitation, Anna says, "Yes, I'm ready." The agent hands her a fake passport. His instructions: deliver it to another agent. Anna still has no idea she's just walked into a trap. Passport in hand, she moves to complete the task. Investigators begin tracking her. But then comes the twist nobody saw coming. Something suddenly feels off to Anna. She quickly reaches out to her father, the seasoned intelligence veteran. On his advice, instead of delivering the fake passport to its intended recipient, Anna walks straight into a local police station and hands the passport over to the police herself. A single piece of advice from her father, at the very moment she was about to be caught, saves her. But by then, it's already too late. FBI moves fast to trace exactly who Anna spoke to on the phone at that moment and what was said. Wiretaps reveal someone coaching her to build a cover story, and that's when the FBI uncovers the full network Anna had built across America. Sunday, June 27, 2010. FBI arrests 10 people in a single coordinated operation. Anna Chapman is arrested in Manhattan. She's brought before a federal judge. The charge: conspiracy to act as an agent of a foreign government. Maximum sentence: 5 years in prison. And from this exact moment, Anna Chapman becomes a name splashed across headlines worldwide. Her Facebook photos are picked up by newspapers everywhere. The media starts calling her a femme fatale. Literally, a deadly woman. A woman whose beauty and intelligence combined into something like a dangerous weapon. But the story doesn't end there. Where Anna should have faced the maximum sentence, she instead walks free just 11 days after her arrest. July 8, 2010, Vienna Airport. The largest spy swap between the United States and Russia since the Cold War. Anna Chapman, along with 9 other Russian agents, is handed over to Russia. In exchange, 4 people who had worked for the United States are released from Russian custody. Just 11 days earlier, this woman was sitting in a New York jail cell, facing a 5-year sentence. 11 days later, she's landing at a Moscow airport to a hero's welcome. Back in Russia, Anna Chapman becomes an overnight celebrity. She joins the youth wing of President Putin's party, United Russia. Her fame grows so large that a Playboy issue featuring her runs, selling thousands of copies. She becomes a popular TV host and a runway model. Anna never returns to the world of sleeper agents. In 2022, her memoir is published, Bandiana, To Russia with Love. In it, Anna compares herself to a female 007, the famous codename from the James Bond spy series. Through that comparison, Anna wanted to make one thing clear. She wasn't just beautiful. She was, like Bond himself, sharp, skilled and dangerous, a true intelligence operative. But someone else paid the real price for Anna's mission, her innocent husband, Alex Chapman. After their divorce, he completely fell apart. Loneliness, alcohol, depression, Alex Chapman sank into all of it. In May 2015, at just 36 years old, he died of a drug overdose. The man whose love had given Anna the one thing her entire spy career was built on, a British passport, ended his own life alone, in tragedy. This news only became public much later, in 2018. Meanwhile, in 2015, it also came to light that Anna gave birth to a child at a private clinic in Moscow. To this day, she has kept the father's identity a secret. And the strangest twist of all comes in the most recent chapter. In 2025, Anna Chapman takes charge as head of Russia's newly established Museum of Russian Intelligence. The woman who once belonged to that secret world is now the one presenting its history to the public. Somewhere in the middle of it all, one innocent man became the sacrifice.